And welcome back to episode 2 of Hypoxia, The Last Breath. I am with my lovely co-host.
Hi.
And we are going to be jumping in and seeing what's for lunch. We were taken to the cafeteria where we could choose our lunch from a selection of fresh vegetable and artificial meat. We didn't eat real meat because animal agriculture was an environmental disaster we couldn't afford. Oh yeah, because they have to breathe too. We were still lucky to compare
What about the vegetables? They need to breathe.
They don't breathe as much. I don't know if that's true or not. Did we produce oxygen though? Maybe not like a vegetable,
But if all the humans are dying off, how are they breathing?
it's a case of the killer tomatoes all over again.
Because in order for the plants to breathe, they need our CO2.
Exactly. In other words, tomatoes rise up. They had to be content with
Aerated.
aerated jellies and protein pills.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, excuse me. So I backed away, right back to the mic. Fresh vegetables are so tasty. As I talk over your character.
It must always be a pleasure to eat within the dome, isn't it? This is so much better than jelly.
But for the second time of the day, she sat down beside me. Her plate was full of artificial fried chicken and dome. Don't you live inside the dome?
No, I live in a small apartment in the south of Protobelt.
The air is not.
The air is not as clean
sorry.
there, but I feel better outside.
Whoops. That was a strange way of thinking. How would anyone refuse to breathe the clean air of the dome? So few people had this opportunity. Most of the population lived in the periphery of this oxygenated bubble. The first belt was called Protobelt. That was where the residents had to pay a fee so they can get clean air in their homes directly from the MAC. They also had to buy respiratory equipment to go outside. And most importantly, they were allowed to work in the dome. However, those who were not able to afford a life in Protobelt were expelled behind the wall in the second belt of the island, the dead zone. In this area, humans had no way to protect themselves from the Z gas. Breathing was like drowning. That's why this place was called Hypoxia. Beyond the cold stones of the wall, laws and morals were no longer able to...
Wouldn't they all be dead?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that. I'm pretty sure elements or gas is unforgiving and indiscriminate with who they kill.
I'm pretty sure you'd instantly die. You wouldn't be turning into animals or...
I'm assuming there's maybe some vent that lets out oxygen on the side of the building. Or hopefully.
They'd all be dead.
I was terrified by how survival turned them into animals. But we were all stuck on this island as the last humans on Earth. Meanwhile, the Z-gas was slowly removing all the oxygen in the atmosphere.
Instead of protecting what's left of the human race, we're going to let half of them get killed off. That's good.
Aren't we the best people? There is nothing before us but extinction.
How are you, Carl? You look like you're having a lung attack.
What? No, I'm fine.
Aren't you excited about the idea of working for the most important company in the world?
I felt that her questions were slightly ironic, but I couldn't understand why. What do you want? Yeah, good. Truce. I'll let you
dream.
Wait.
Screw humanity.
We must always make saves. Oh no. Game, why must you do this? Wait. What if I did that?
Oh no.
Game, please.
Oh.
Whew. What did you choose?
Dream.
It's been my dream since I was a kid. Of course I am. It's been my dream since I was a kid.
This is a strange dream. Don't you think the massive air company could be wrong?
I stopped being to think for a moment. What was she implying?
It's not that hard.
I know the MAC is not perfect, but it's where I can have the greatest impact.
And what if we can never get rid of the Z-gas? Perhaps the greatest degradation is irreversible, and we should accept it?
Are you kidding me? That would be the end of humanity.
Or just a new beginning.
Olivia, are you part of the
She's
people
a psychopath.
who believes in chaos?
We could start producing enough oxygen for everybody instead of spending so much in fighting the Z-gas.
And there it is. It's working on creating more oxygen and not trying to handle the Z-gas.
I mean, it makes sense.
Not if well, we don't know. They haven't told us enough about the Z-gas. Like, it does it multiply or whatever, or is it like?
Yeah, but it's better to save more humanity than die off.
Yeah. Until like I have more information, I can't make that call. You sound like the neocons. Please tell me that's like the commies.
I like them, actually.
The neocons were political activists. They wanted the MAC to become a public company dedicated to providing oxygen for free to the whole population. But that would mean less funding for Z-gas research. I mean, to be fair, I think that would be more nicer to give it to people instead of killing them.
I mean,
I kind of agree, even though I was intrigued by Olivia's worldview.
because she wasn't raised in the dome.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I know meta-scientists will always be obsessed with the Z-gas.
Also, if this is the last 150,000 people,
Why are you killing them off?
what the good is money?
Yep.
Honestly, what good is effing money?
Yeah, why do they need money to continue research when they're the only people?
Yeah.
They can just research.
They literally have like a tenth of the population of my state. Like, it literally is like the most dumbest. What?
Why do you need money?
Why do you need money? To pay the electric bills? What are they gonna shut it down and kill everyone? What's gonna
Because
stop
those
them?
freaking corpses are sitting there with the fingers on the button.
To be fair though, like, is there a rival company to MAC? Is that why they are competing for this? This is an
Doesn't
arm
sound
race
like it.
or an O2 race? What is this?
It's National Grid's
This-
taking over.
There's no reason for any of this.
National Grid would do that too in an apocalypse. They'd be like, keep paying.
No, the company. No, it would be the freaking company that, like, during the. You remember with Texas when it froze over, and they freaking had those huge bills? It would be that company freaking doing this. This is ridiculous.
I know, like, where are they gonna put you in jail?
Just to point this out, creators of Hypoxia, I love your game, but I like
Plot hole.
no, it's not a plot hole. I think that this game is fine, and the thing that bothers me is that this could be a natural, real life future thing, like a real problem
don't need
that could
money.
happen in the future. And I'm just thinking about what, like, if we ever reach this
but
in
what
real life.
What does money buy you at this point? The money has no value.
Because I feel like this is lifelike. I guarantee you, this is
No, it
exactly
would
what
be.
happened.
All us poor people would be dead.
Yeah,
and
we
all
would
those
be.
YouTube famous people would be alive.
Yeah, you gotta have. Though they'll probably be their consciousness will be sent to like online to entertain all the rich people who could afford the oxygen. And people think, like, people are probably thinking about this and probably thinking like along our lines too, playing it. But it's like, screw you guys. You gotta know that this is actually what would happen in the real
Blow
life.
up the facility, free oxygen for everybody.
Yeah, this would actually happen. I could
They
totally
would.
believe this.
People would actually blow up the facility and just get free oxygen.
Yeah, and privatize oxygen. Oh my effing gosh. Oh yeah, we were playing a game. A puzzling beauty radiated from her face. And then she says, yeah, let's blow up this facility. The more I spoke to her, the more I wanted to know about
And then
her.
you find out Z-gas is extremely explosive.
Or even worse, they already freaking know or have the solution to creating not antidote, but like a chemical processing whatever to create more oxygen with Z-gas, and they're just withholding it because they want to make as much money as they can now to save for later when people start repopulating.
The facility and the entire island just blows up.
Because they create too pure of oxygen that they light a match and just light the whole place. Like that one episode of Futurama where it was just completely filled with trees and it was so pure that it just ignited. And her smile was inviting. By the way, we're playing a game. Oh, jeez. Would she accept to have a drink with me tonight?
No.
No,
Oh
we,
my God.
yeah, you just want to have a drink and talk
You
about
just admitted
politics.
to basically price gouge. You're supporting price gouging. Let's have a drink tonight, and I'll poison you.
I almost choked on my artificial beer.
Beef.
Oh, excuse me. I'm thinking about liquor.
Of all the meat, why would you have it?
Hey, maybe I was saying bear as in the animal bear.
I know, why? Not interested?
All right, Carl, you're seeming a little desperate there. I completely ruined the first impression I'd
I
given
like how you
her.
didn't read any of that previous stuff.
Literally, this is like just beginning stuff. Let's talking about like, hey, let's
What
do
the fuck
this.
is an oxygen bar?
Oh my gosh, is this gonna be like the episode of, or not the episode, the film in Spaceballs, where the president is like, no, there's not an oxygen problem, and then when the person leaves the room, he opens a can of prairie air. It just says, tss. Oh, that's so good. I didn't. Perfect. Let's go there.
Perfect, let's go
Oh,
there.
sorry. Yeah. I just. Oh.
Did you say the... Darn.
Whatever.
I just want to warn you, I'm a cheap drunk. Oh, good.
She chuckled. I relaxed. She was genuine. I had no reason to worry. She spent the rest of the lunch telling me about the last philosophy book she had read. However, I couldn't really focus on what she was saying because of the numerous screens littering the walls of the cafeteria. Yeah, I'm looking
Don't
at
waste
one
something
screen
work.
right here, buddy. I don't believe a second of that, Carl. No one's gonna believe that garbage. They were broadcasting catchy commercials for the MAAC. Who are they broadcasting to?
I like how it says against oxygen waste. So oxygen waste being letting everyone else breathe.
Yeah, who's this for? Is this the... Oh my gosh. After lunch, Dr. Logan Morrow took us to the air production zone.
How do you waste oxygen? You literally use it for everything you do.
If you exercise, you're wasting so much oxygen. I was so excited to finally see... I won't do this. The most advanced engineering of all time. The lung
See a
of humanity.
hallway.
I mean, it doesn't really... I mean, it's pretty... That door or wall? I think that's a door. The first room was very lit and consisted of multiple rows of tanks full of water.
Oh, okay, it's water.
Well, how else you got oxygen, right? Is that how it works? Large pipes came in and out of the walls to connect them to the rest of the floor. Around them, scientists were... I thought they chuckling. Chuckling the water.
They're just tickling the water.
just tickle the senses. Every action they took was precise and purposeful because the MAC couldn't afford any mistakes.
They would blow up.
Probably. The first step is to collect seawater in
Salinate it.
yeah, the salinate. The process takes place at the HB say that word.
Desalination.
All right, you're in charge of that word. Plant in the north of Protobelt. Each tank that you see contains 20,000 liters of pure water.
Not to be confused with fake water.
Then dioxygen is extracted from the water by electrolyze. Dr. Morrow's eyes were shining.
Creepy.
I mean, did he say that? Or did he say that like romantically? His eyes were just glistening. The engineers of the group also seemed particularly interested, but we couldn't stay longer. Olivia was already bored.
Ugh, science.
Yeah, she's here for... I feel like she's here for no good.
She's here for provide free oxygen for all, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Which is no good to this company. Each machine was a long bunker topped by gigantic electrodes. I knew exactly how clean air was produced in theory, but seeing the machinery for the first time was fascinating. I turned to Olivia. Now he's going to mention Lady Arno and the HYTE height. Electrolyze is a very energy-intensive process, but Lady Arno managed to develop the height, the high yield and temperature electrolyze. We are now able to provide a large part of the population thanks to her
Because
method.
science.
See? She looked at me skeptically.
Stop showing off, Azil PC.
Finally, she couldn't help laughing. I really liked it. It was almost 6 p.m. when Dr. Morrow announced the end of the first day. I quickly sneaked into the washroom so I could look up a good oxygen bar on my strap phone. What do you care? She's the one bringing you out. Who cares?
Strap phone.
Maybe it's like a one that goes on your belt. A few minutes later, I was meeting Olivia in front of the MAC tower. Don't look at me.
And then
And C. No, I think I have to click.
Oh,
Oh, I like this.
it was so long. I'm craving for a drink now.
Loving the art of this game. Everything's just so nice, so bright, while everyone else is dying. Excuse me as I drink my coffee. Follow me. It's 5 minutes away. Oh wait, did she not say that she had new energy?
No, he was taking her.
Oh, I got that backwards. Okay, I thought she's the one that was
No.
being oppressive. Ah, gosh, all right. I take it back, Olivia. You don't know what you're doing. While we were walking, she kept looking in the air. She was probably not used to seeing the dome from the inside. The top was nearly 1 kilometer above the ground, and we could only distinguish the sparkles of the city reflecting on its surface. Underneath was a forest of concrete, hundreds of skyscrapers.
Scrapers.
I'm reading this sideways, so like my brain just keeps saying the word crappers. Hey, Fryman, that's a real amazing crapper you got there. Connected at different heights by cylindrical buildings and high-speed travelators or travelators. Is that an actual word?
Travelators? I don't know.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy with that. I was like, is this a word I should know? Colorful lights flying in the air, bright screens everywhere. Was that a rhyme right now? I feel like I was a reading rainbow rhyme. At the top of many buildings, private gardens flourished under many domes, mimicking their gigantic father. It's here. We jumped out of the
Travelator.
We'll call it travelator, and headed to the corner of the street.
It's pretty.
She's got all her teeth. Indeed, the balloon was beyond my eyes.
How is she alive?
The front of the bar was round and made of opaque glass. The entrance was framed by bricks of Illuminati by violet.
Illuminated.
I did that one on purpose. That one I actually do. Olivia pushed the door and we dove into a joyful piece of. Whoa, that's us? Holy fudge! We're much older than I thought. We're old man.
She's not though.
Oh, she was fine. Wow, that's great.
Well, he's getting his PhD, so he's a little older.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. This could probably be like light, like this is hair like probably grays or something.
No, he's definitely either in his late 20s or early 30s.
He's not late. Oh yeah, I'll give you that. No way. Probably late 30s. No, mid to early 30s.
No.
Yeah, he's grandpa over here. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna call it here for part 2. Before we won't jump into or spoil this very spicy meeting at the air bar with these two. So you guys have a great one. Have fun. I hope that you're breathing just fine and that you're not suffering.
If you're not breathing, you might just be dead.
Oh gosh, yeah. But this.
I'm not getting the concept of lack of how are these people alive if there's no oxygen.
Wait, there's another super seducer. Are you freaking serious?
No, it's the old one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like I thought that they took that game down. Oh man. Oh, bye guys.
Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, here I am just talking about super seducer. Bye.